you've already knocked your mic.
Can't be trusted. Oh, fuck, it's
goodness.
gonna be loud, hey.
Nah. Maybe I'm louder. Who are you like, you talk?
Hello, Marty, checking in to the studio.
Hello. Well, I obviously spoke louder just then.
Well, either way, I can
Either
say
way,
it
yeah.
again, post credits. Should we get the pods cracked first thing?
Oh, yeah.
We got some Twix pods here that we're gonna be eating throughout. Get rid of him.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna leave snack time, or maybe not. You're gonna have to reach over, friend.
Oh, now everyone's going to be in the comments going, of course Jakey's reaching.
Right hand in the cookie jar. Alright. Welcome back, everybody. Jan 24.
24.
Right. New look, Marty. Elephant in the room. Got this done all of half an hour ago. Probably an hour now. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. And my mum always said, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all.
My mum always said... She said a lot of things.
Yeah.
But I don't remember any of them.
Yeah. How was your week, man?
Down, girl, down.
It's been 2 weeks since we filmed.
Yeah, 2 and a bit weeks. It's been ages.
Yeah, it's been a while since we sat down for a pod. A lot of different things have happened. We had... What's come out since we last filmed? We've had the Halloween special. That's out. Go watch it.
That came out. Five Nights at Freddy's came out, I think.
Yeah, I was more talking about Jake and Marty related content. But we can talk about Five Nights at Freddy's.
The Instagram was going off today.
Yeah, it was ballistic. You get those days. You just wake up and you know Jakey's woke up, the sun's shining in his face, and he's just breathing in all the flowers.
You just know that Jake is having a slow day at work.
Yeah, well, that's probably it. Yeah.
Or he's just having a lunchtime.
Speaking of lunchtime, yeah, but you had a good week. You went on a little camping trip, didn't you? Do you want to talk about that at all?
I'd love to talk about that. But we'll end up getting like 30 minutes in, and then I'll forget to say, how was your week? And then I'm going to be executed in the comments. By comments, I mean Tyson's just going to go, of course, you didn't ask.
I'll leave the comment.
No, so I was... Should I tell the story, or should...
Yeah, keep it brief, though.
Yeah. I went camping. That's about as brief as I'll go right now, because there's a big thing that happened.
Cool. Nice.
Big thing that could have put an end to Jake and Marty forever.
You almost died. Really? Damn, that's crazy.
Well, that's probably a bit dramatic, but worst case scenario, I could have died.
That's crazy to
But that's sort of how we all wake up. You know, we all could wake up and die. Like, we could all... Every day we could wake up and worst case scenario, you die.
Yeah. We had Indy on last pod. We're going to talk about him just briefly. What did you think about that?
Oh, I thought we weren't going to bring him up.
my fault.
No.
That was our first, official guest.
Yeah,
really.
And I think that was actually really awesome.
I thought it was a really good pod. Mum listened to it and thought it was really good.
I don't think my mum listened to it. Neither did my dad. But I know someone did, and they were like, "Oh, it was good."
Yeah.
I think someone liked it.
Artwork was really good for it. Whoever did that thumbnail deserves a pat on the back, I reckon. But it's whatever. He or she doesn't need credit. He's beyond that. She might be.
Who's that?
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, Halloween, had fun. Oh yeah, sorry, my fault.
No, that's alright.
You can just keep them there, mate.
I didn't do anything. I unplugged the doorbell.
Yeah, classic. I just do like on Fortnite where you just press it heaps of times and then it just short circuits.
By
the way, if that's picking up on the mic, I swear I'm not sitting here tooting. It's the couch. So my couch is a bit dodgy apparently.
Yeah, on the way to podcasting today, Tyson was in the car with me, and I saw this new thing, and I was like, it was like an air freshener. Tyson said that apparently my car would smell good if I didn't toot so much.
Don't we all think it though? Yeah, and also just a little before we really crack into things, just one final notice to the viewers / listeners. We've got, if the audio's sounding better this week than previous weeks, it's not because we're just speaking clearer. It's because we invested to get the double mic setup working. So we've got a mic each, me and Jacob, working simultaneously. And big word of the day, I'd say.
Word of the day is probably holistic.
Again. And although after editing, it's going to be a bit cleaner this week. So enjoy that.
Yeah.
Let your ears really breathe that in. If you ever, from now on, if you ever want to recommend the Jake and Marty podcast to anyone who's got slight hearing problems or like tinnitus or anything, we recommend from 24 onwards, I'd say.
But don't forget to listen to episode 5 or 6 because they are probably one of my favourites.
Yeah, they're both good. That was a good time.
Yeah. I think I'm still yet to decide whether I...
I like Fly on the Wall. No, Facing Fears, 21.
Facing Fears, yeah.
That was a good one.
I like a lot of them, but I think I like some of the older ones, but I think that's also because it's kind of nostalgic.
I especially like the podcast where we just sit around and talk about previous episodes. and for first-time listeners, they're probably thinking, oh, this is good. And now I've got a little summary of what happened in the past friggin' 5-6 months.
No, I'll keep this brief, but I was talking to a mate today at work, and he was like, we were talking in a group, and he was like, oh, I started listening to the pod, because he started listening like about a month or so ago. Anyway, because he wanted to know which one he was featured on. Episode 14 it was. Anyway. Yeah, exactly.
Not a good one. That's not
Anyway,
a good one to feature
he
on.
listened to it, he loved it, and then he continued listening through them to like 15, 16, 17. For the next 4 pods in a row, we just talked about how bad episode 14 was. And he was saying today, like, he was like telling another guy I was working with, he was like, oh, it was so funny, like, I wanted to listen to the one I was featured in, but then for the next 4 podcasts afterwards, they just talked about how bad that episode was.
Oh, episode 14
And then
sucks. It's so bad.
It's so bad. Put that one on if you want a nice, restful night of sleep.
Yeah. It's white noise. It's quite literally white noise. You know what? Interesting fact about me that I found out within myself this year, I can't sleep anymore without Rick and Morty on. It's so funny.
Rick and Morty?
No, Rick and Morty, not Jake and Marty, the off-brand. Because Jake and Marty, I'm just laughing the whole time. Can't fall asleep to that.
That's actually what I found when I listened to it.
Yeah. So Rick and Morty, I love Rick and Morty's my favourite TV show all time. Probably right after that, I would actually say it's probably The Office. I'm starting watching that again and I've figured out I find it a lot more funny than I thought I did. But Rick and Morty, I watched so much that I'd seen that it wasn't interesting, so I started falling asleep to it. And then I would just put it on every night and fall asleep. And now, I'll be laying in bed, restless, trying to fall asleep, and I'll put Rick and Morty on within like 5 minutes, I'm lights out.
I'm kind of similar, but I've started watching, because the videos are so long, I've started watching Summoning Salts, because he's boring.
Good. No, he's not.
I'm making a joke. I don't actually, I've never...
He does have that soothing voice.
I haven't watched him since you brought it up on pod. I do need to though.
God, you know, if you ever want the flip side, you want to wake up in the morning, a real get you up in the morning. Watch Stampy Cat. I watched me and Owen, my roommate, we watched his final tour of his lovely world because we both used to watch him back in the day. We both watched his final tour, and God, he just, hello, this is Stampy. It's great. Shout out Stampy.
Oh,
My fault.
So, what have you been up to? how's your week been?
No, we've moved past that. That moment's passed. I've got a segment to go into straight away if you like. Might make the cut, might not.
Everyone, leave in the comments how many times Jake has reached into this bag of pods.
Wait, sorry, I gotta pull out. I took screenshots of them because I figured odds on me finding the So a few weeks back, some of you guys might remember, I said I was gonna get on the name and shames. I found them. I saw it. Kept seeing some guy on TikTok who would read out name and shames. I think that's what it was. Maybe it's just someone.
I want to say something. My first name and shame.
Raising your hand is crazy. Oh yeah, we should do this. We should each pick a name and shame for the week.
This is a name and shame. This is my name and shame. I'm naming someone else and shaming them. The admins for these Facebook pages, they always post, and it annoys me, they post, welcome our new members, and they put a list of new members. I've been accepted into like 5 groups now, and they've all had lists of new members. I've never once been on a list.
On a name and shame list.
Welcome to our new members list.
Of what?
Name and shame.
Oh, really? Okay. Unlucky for you, I guess.
Well, I haven't seen you on there either, so don't go start.
Well, you know what?
Don't go lighten up that job.
I've reached out and asked them not to name me on the list because I don't want to spoil what could be to come in future pods. You know, the rumors go crazy nowadays. I go to McDonald's and people are thinking we're doing a McDonald's special. It's just wicked.
We do need to talk about that.
Yeah, we do. All right, so I don't have a name and shame for this week. I might think of one throughout the week. What?
Oh, just everyone's going to think that we did something correct, like everyone knew us in McDonald's. We just like leaked that. We just like...
But this week, I'm going to read out a couple name and shames. I'm not going to say where from. Might say their names though, because, you know. So this is coming from Sasha. Not going to try her, I think's last name. Sasha said, a big you to Big W, who wouldn't accept my $10 note. I challenged the manager, who insisted it was no longer a valid note because of the tear in the corner. She refused to listen to any logic and became a rude, obnoxious That's the that's the note. For any of the viewers, the note should have been displayed there. What do you think? Who do you think's in the wrong there?
I think the worker was.
Do not accept the note.
The worker was, but that response from Sasha was not necessary.
I'm similar. I think the worker was in the wrong, but I think Sasha doubled down on that and made the worker even more wrong by getting on name and shame and making a big deal about it.
But like at some point someone's got to say, hey Sasha, like I reckon the worker would have let it slide if Sasha hadn't started getting her Yapatron on.
Oh, for sure. My favourite part about this one, which is I think why I screenshot it, do you know how you can like react to posts? This post has 81 of these ones. Big old type of thing. Alright, so that was one name and shame. The next name and shame comes from Annie Mae. I'd like to name and shame all the drivers who don't do the courtesy wave when you do the high beam speed camera warning flash. You had me in the first half, Annie. I get really pissed off when, especially driving rurally, I feel like it's nice when you pass someone just to give them a little wave. Or if you're driving in like those suburban streets where only one car can fit through and you wait for them to come through. Rarely do that. I'm usually trying to beat them to the gate, I'm a bit competitive like that. But if you don't give the courtesy wave, then I think it's bad. But she's talking about like when you're just driving and she gives you old flash with the high beams for the speed camera. I usually would give a wave, but what? I'm usually like this.
I do the opposite thing. When I say like someone, like usually a P-plater. Oh, no, go for it. I promise. I'm not going to get mad. When I say a P-plater, I've started doing this because my friend told me he does it. And I was like, oh, that's so smart. I'm going to do it. Whenever I see a P-plater coming towards me, I always like give them a flash. I was giving flash mainly just to say hello, but
what are you
also
flashing to them?
Just my high beams.
Oh.
Mainly just to say, hey, I'm also a P-plater. But then, also they interpret it as, oh, there's a speed camera coming up, so they slow right down. And you look in your mirror and you can see their brake lights go on.
Yeah. I was actually in the car with Gemma not too long ago, and somebody did that to me. And then we came around the corner, there was a cop waiting there, and Gemma just goes, "That's so good. That's so good. That people are that nice still."
Yeah, call outs.
Yeah, it's call outs. Obviously, rounded the corner and there he was. All right, next name and shame. So what do you think, Annie? I'm on Annie's wavelength. Annie has me on this one. Next we have Susan Newman. I want to name and shame. Though I love. Actually, no, she just said I want to shame. She's not naming nobody. I want to shame. I love how they all start with I want to name and shame. I love it. I think it's great. I want to shame those who are leaving their bins tipped over on the nature strip till the day before the next garbage collection, even though they walk by it at least a dozen times. Susan, these are not your bins. If the owner of this house doesn't want to pick their bins up, I feel like they're entitled to, Susan.
Why don't you just leave your bins out on the nature strip? And just take your rubbish out there.
Guys, I don't want someone stealing my rubbish. You know, they say one man's trash and one man's treasure. And I'm not a piggy bank, tell you what. Alright. Next name and shame.
One of my friends thought I was a piggy bank the other day. We were going to go spearfishing after work. And I was messaging him. And he was like, oh, should we drive together or should we meet there? And he was like, oh, I don't know, flip a coin. And I hit him with one of these. I sent him this photo and said, "Hey, do I look like this guy? Do I look like him to you?"
Yeah, you can just send it to me now
Yeah, well,
if you like. So drop it if you like. You're right, mate.
There she is.
Oh, you went to the computer. That's even better. Thank you. Appreciate that. Just say it. Just accept. Just press accept.
I did.
Oh.
But it's a drop down.
Just save to download. I'll remember it. Perfect. Alright, next name and shame comes from Mick.
iPhone 82, is that you?
Yeah, that's me, but don't send it to my phone as well. That's alright. Mikhail, not going to try the last name, too difficult for me. I would like...
Down girl.
Alright. I would like to shame a lady in Lara driving a white Jaguar who decided that it is appropriate to stop in the middle of the street, get out of the car and yell at my partner for eating Macca's in her own car and call her a pig in the middle of the night. I would also like to nominate you a Silly Goose of the Month award.
Who was that?
That came from Mikhail.
Oh, Mikhail, you're good.
I like Mikhail, and Mikhail, you've inspired. I want to essentially copyright that. I want to start doing a Silly Goose of the Month award. And so for this week, out of respect to Mikhail, I am going to give it to that lady who decided that it was an appropriate thing to do to get out of her car and yell at Mikhail's girlfriend or partner for eating Macca's. Then again, it depends what she ordered. If she ordered a Kid Leroy meal, I would have yelled at her. But
yeah,
anything short of, I would have been alright.
I got the Kid Leroy meal and it sucked. It was like it was a cheeseburger but without the sauce.
No, he got a new one though, didn't he? This year he's got a new one. It's the McFeast. Oh no, whatever.
You know what would be a horrible, and we've brought a similar topic up on the podcast before, but what a horrible business plan for Macca's would be is a Lizzo Macca's meal.
That'd be the whole fucking menu, wouldn't it?
They'd go out of business.
Yeah.
They'd run out of food after one order.
Yeah, upsetting. I was thinking, do you reckon I don't look like the co-host anymore? Do you reckon we need to update? No, we'll never update that. But anyway, so W. McHale. The guy, I don't know who it was, Geelong name and shame, it just says shame on this shit for ruining my sleep.
That's got to come up. That's about to come up.
Yeah. Was also going to come up in Media Meltdown, the earthquake that happened in Geelong, I guess. Alright, we don't have many left, just by the way. I really like these. I think they're great.
Oh, sorry.
Alright, that's crazy. Alright, Jason J. First of all, awesome name. Sounds like a Fortnite drop.
You know he's the first to get to the supply drop.
Yeah, always. Jason J. Alright. I live in inner East Melbourne. Oh, alright. Jason just dossed himself.
I live on this address. See that dot right there? That's
I live on 10. Alright, that's crazy. But I am currently on second... Okay, he actually just dropped his address, basically. He's currently living in Geelong. I have discovered that two of my Geelong neighbours have already erected their... Crazy way to say it. Erected their Christmas decorations. I find this behaviour odd and offensive. This is the early display of trinkets and tinsel commonplace amongst... Is the early display of trinkets and tinsel common amongst the residents? Is it endorsed by the Geelong Council? If you didn't understand what I was reading then, it's because I'm slightly dyslexic. But I think essentially what Jason is complaining about is that he posted this on the 13th of October and people are already pulling out the Christmas trees. Is that wrong for you?
No. Jason, I know what you'd hate.
Obviously it's not wrong for you. You're getting about in Christmas sweaters in freaking...
I'm going to type on one of these any
March,
day now.
Yeah.
Jason's going to be typing up about me. Jason, you know what you would hate? Maya. You'd hate Maya. Don't go into Maya.
Christmas store.
Oh, they never take it down. They're kind of like me. They never take off the Christmas.
What I'm convinced Maya do is they do keep it up all year round, but during that time where it's like unacceptable to have Christmas locations up, they put all the good stuff away from the Christmas decorations, so it like draws your eyes away from it.
I reckon they just put they paint over it. They paint over it with that stuff that Disney uses, so that you can't see, like Galway green, I think they call the colour.
Oh, I don't know what you're
Yeah,
on about.
well, like Disney, so they have like a color which blends in, so you don't actually see it, or you like see it, but you don't. Your eyes are like drawn to it. It's like a green color.
Yeah, but what do they use that for? What are they painting?
Like I don't know, light posts and whatever.
So you making me the guy that ran into the light post? Like, what the?
I think they actually. I think they also painted. Have you ever seen a mime? They also paint that wall, and they paint the rope.
We need to get some go away green for that type of couch. Oh, that's crazy. All right. We have one more. Name and shame Uber Eats driver Sahar. Named him. First one we've got a name from. For delivering me someone else's order from a different restaurant, then lying about it. P.S. Clara D. Sorry, looks like I got your pad thai and you got my roast. Damn, Clara.
Damn, Clara.
Okay, regardless of Sahar, we're not going to out here disrespect Sahar for hustling. Who do you think got a better order though? Clara's pad. What would you prefer, Clara's pad thai or Cass's roast?
I'd like the roast, I reckon.
I've been to the pad thai.
Well, good thing. Maybe we'll order the wrong thing on purpose and we'll get it.
Either way.
And, you know, who knows? Maybe one day we'll show up to the studio and Lottie C has accidentally ordered her Uber Eats to our studio.
Yeah. Oh,
That
we've
did
done
happen,
that.
yeah.
We've done that before. Lottie C.
Lottie C,
Unlucky.
sorry that you missed out on your Big Mac and a few
No,
other
it was,
knickknacks.
yeah, some.
A few other knickknacks and doohickeys.
That's name and shame for the week. Still don't really have a name and shame. More so just want to name and shame the guy who won't pick his bins up. Just double down on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
pick up your bins.
that'll be my name and shame for the week.
We can call this episode...
Or the Silly Goose Award. Silly Goose of the Month.
how do you say bin in Spanish?
Man, I haven't got there
Let's
yet.
just say bin. We're gonna call this episode
You know what?
Yo esta...
Donde está la leche?
No, we're gonna call this episode Yo esta
Hombre.
bin hombre.
Hombre. Oh. Oh, I don't know. Me
La
and
bin
Jakey are
hombre.
both learning Spanish at the moment, and my plan. Oh,
disaster.
10-second rule. I got him. Me and Jakey are both learning Spanish. At the
Notice how I
moment.
didn't grab him?
And I reckon that one day, if we're both like pretty fluent, we should have a go at trying to film a little mini pod of just for the Spanish crew out there.
Yo necesito la leche.
Yeah. I know what the last couple words now. I'm a bit behind you. Let's be real.
Yo necesito la leche. It means I need the milk.
I need the milk. What is donde está la leche?
Where is the milk?
Where is the milk?
Yo esta
Yo bebe leche means I drink milk.
yo esta la leche hombre means
all you
I
get.
am the milkman.
That's all you get Spanish.
That's
viewers
all
for
you
now.
get.
Cool. I think we're about to tick off soon, but...
No, we got
You
it.
have anything for me? Come on.
Me, yeah.
Chuck me a dime.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell the camping thing because that actually showed up on the thing, the name and shame. So I pedaled my way down to kind of like near, just past Apollo Bay. And I pedaled my way down there, going for a little bit of a camping trip. You know what? I'm gonna get away for the weekend and see what goes on. Anyway, set up the tent. Went with a mate, by the way. Didn't go by myself. Not that lonely. And set up the tent. Got everything all nice. You know. Then started raining, and then it didn't stop raining until 30 minutes in the next morning, where we packed up the tent, and then it started raining again. So it was really a successful camping trip. Really windy, really wet, horrible weekend. Said it was going to be sunny all weekend. That's why we were going to go. Anyway.
That's always the way, though.
Yeah. And we thought, oh, it's just kind of windy. It's just kind of rainy. Especially when we were sleeping. It was horrible. The weather was horrible. And I was like, oh, I just need to get to sleep. Got to sleep. Also, mate from work. Sorry, I'm just trying to add context. He came down just like for the night. Not like stayed the night. He drove home that night. To like, we went fishing and the three of us and, you know, everything, you know, it was a bit of fun. We didn't catch much. We caught the same parrotfish 4 times because we kept throwing it back and it kept on getting a feed. Anyway, you know,
I haven't been fishing in so long. I used to go fishing like every weekend.
I went fishing
Thanks, mate. Let's do a fishing pod.
We should do a fishing pod. Oh, that'd be awesome. No, it was really good. But anyway, we were like, I was falling asleep, went to sleep, kind of like woke up in the middle of the night, and like the tent was shaking like crazy, like everything was shaking, and I was just like, oh, this wind is strong. Like I felt like it felt like someone was trying to pick up the tent, and I was like, what's going on? This is weird as. I was like, this is some strong wind. And I'm like staring at the roof of the tent, and it's like moving all around. Not here. Anyway, then I was like, oh, whatever. Went back to sleep, woke up like 30 minutes later, looked at my phone, and I had 2 messages. One from a guy at work, like both from guys at work, saying like, are you okay? And I like looked at it, and I was like half asleep, and I was thinking like, oh, wow, maybe they thought I was sad or something. Like maybe he thought I was sad while fishing. Like maybe he thought I was going through something.
Well, if you keep getting that parrotfish.
So I was like, oh, that's kind of weird, and I didn't really think much of it. And then I went back to bed, woke up the next morning, checked my phone, and realized that one of them had sent a screenshot of the earthquake. Turns out, do you know where that dot was on the earthquake? We were right there.
Oh
yeah.
Shit!
Then we climbed out of our tent in the morning, and right immediately in front of us there was a tree. We thought, imagine if that thing had fallen on us.
It killed you.
Yep. No more Jake and Marty.
No more Jake and Marty.
Yeah, so that happened. And then I went fishing a week later. So I had the week off.
Would have been Marty's Miserable.
Yeah, it would have been.
Final episode, Marty's Miserable.
And you just get on here and you talk about...
I'll probably just get on here and cry and then get off.
Aww. It's a perfect segue into our next segment. Anyway...
Go on, go suck. Jakey's like, I'm actually a ghost. I'm just chilling. It's like when ghosts have unfinished business. It's like, I came back because I told you I'd film one more pod.
I came back because I don't quit.
That'd almost be like, because you work with trees, you pruning them all day. That'd almost be like the tree getting back at you.
Yeah.
No, this one's for my fallen homies.
This one for my brothers.
Yeah, actually.
Yo necesito la leche. No, I went to... Then, like, I had a day off the next week. So, say mate and I decided at work, like that day, we were like, oh, imagine if we went shark fishing tonight. So we like got all set up, went shark fishing, started at 10 p.m, caught our only fish of the night at midnight, which was a snapper. It's actually really nice.
Snapper's my favourite fish there.
Yeah.
No, whiting is.
They're pretty good. They're pretty good.
Whiting's not too fishy, which I like it.
Yeah, it was a really nice snapper. We cooked it on the beach.
Yeah.
Anyway,
red snapper, I'm assuming. Red snapper? Pink? No, pink. What are they called?
A snapper? I'm no fisherman.
My fault. I think that's all you get down here anyway. Is the big ones. I don't know.
No, it was a pretty good sized one. It was like,
oh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, it was
did
awesome.
You just grill it straight up and eat around the bones, or did you?
No. So we filleted it.
Scale it,
Filleted it. Yeah, and then we cooked it on the beach, which was really nice.
There you go. Well done.
Yeah, so that was awesome. And that happened like a week ago. And this morning I walked into work, and I walk into the office, and like my boss says to me, "Oh, here's the fish king," and I was like, "Oh." Obviously, word got around. Anyway, my mate who I went fishing with, I hadn't told anyone, just because like I went to work and got back to work. I kind of didn't go like, I caught a fish. I told like a couple of people, but that was all. And he was like, "Why aren't you telling people?" I'm telling people, and so he was like sending the photo to like everyone. Like,
so you caught the snapper?
Yeah,
that's good, man.
Yeah, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, we caught the fish at midnight, and then we stayed out for another 4 hours for some reason, catching nothing. But no, it was fun.
I've got. Sorry, were you going to keep going? I've got a little bit of a love-hate relationship with fishing. I've done a lot of fishing, especially with Rory and my family when we travel.
Well, that's why you hate it.
Travel around Australia. No. No, he's a really good fisherman, to give him his credit. Somehow, I don't know how you can be a good fisherman. No, for now.
Give a man a fish, he'll be full for a day. Teach a man to fish, he'll be maybe fall for a lifetime.
Yeah, so the category of fish that I've struggled to catch the most is squid, but I've done it like so much. Like I reckon, because I started fishing when I was about 12,
Ooh.
and I've been, what am I, like 19 now, that's 7 and a bit years, never caught a squid. And I've been squidding I haven't been squidding for a long time. Kind of. Last time I went first cast, I wrapped one of my mates' squid jigs around a pole, and then I just gave it up. hung up the boots. But yeah. Anyway, that's good. Happy for you, man. Good. Happy you got something out of the trip, not just a near-death experience.
Yeah, I need to buy a new tent. That one leaks.
It leaks. Disappointing.
Well, it does now, at least. Found that out. It was like there was water in there in the morning, and we were like, had to get in here some way. Unless my mate tinkled a little. Tinkles in his sleep.
Oh, that's good.
No, I do have another segment. And this one, sorry, I don't mean to dive straight into the next one, but this one does go, I don't want to get too serious on pod.
You're confiscated. Confiscated from the pod.
Damn, I need to get rid of that. There we go. Got it locked in there.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to get too serious on pod, but at the end of the day, this is our pod, and we can talk about whatever we fluff and want.
I'm on that wave train.
So anyway, story time goes. I put up on the story, on the Jake and Marty story. What would you like? Ask us anything, and we'll answer we'll answer it. And no one replied to it apart from one person, and he replied, saying, if Jakey could have a raz with anyone dead or alive, like who would he share a raz with?
One person.
Yeah. And I was like, I was thinking about it, because obviously I've already read the question and I've already got my answer, so I'm not going to get Tyson to read it out and like try and be like, No, but I thought about it and I was like, who would I? And then I was like, you know what? My dad. I want to have a raz with my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was just like, why do I have to be so obsessed with trying to have a raz with someone else?
Yeah. That's good. I like that.
Because
it's a good answer.
Yeah. Because I friggin' look up to my dad and I was like, I want to have a raz with him. So let's be honest. Like, we were talking about it just before, weren't we? I think, on pod. Talking about how short life was. Maybe I was talking about it.
We weren't talking about it. No, we were talking about it.
Yeah. And I was like, man, like, it could...
Wait, we were literally talking about that 15 seconds ago.
I know.
2 minutes ago.
And I was like, I don't know how many more razzes I have with the people I care about. So I was like, I'm going to have a raz. So I went and got a raz, shared the raz with Dad, and it was awesome. We just talked about the podcast the whole time.
That's good.
But, so definitely going to do that again. But then it got me thinking, why don't we start a thing on the Jake and Marty channel? New Jammer Challenge. Jammer Challenge this week. And this is like an actual Jammer Challenge, not our other ones, which were kind of stupid. Jammer Challenge this week is that everyone who listens to this pod, and this goes for like, if you're listening to it in like 20 years time as well, you have to go out and you have to buy a bottle of Raz and you have to share it with someone you care about.
Yeah, that's a good challenge.
Yeah.
That's a really good challenge.
Yeah.
Sit down and enjoy a glass of Raz.
Yeah.
Just get on the yarn with someone you care about. Someone you want to spend time with.
Yeah.
Life's short. I actually was talking to my barber today, literally about this. I was a bit iffy about the decision, but then I was like, I might as well just do it. And he's like, yeah, man, life's short. Yeah. Like, he's like, you only live once. Dropped a little YOLO in there. Didn't say it, but I could read in between the lines. And I was like, you know what, you're right. And why not do anything? I also saw these other podcasters, they're Australian, similar, like, situation to us, like, aspiring podcasts, so they're a bit below us. No, but they were watching it, they were like, we get shit, like, all the time for having this podcast. Not, like, all the time, but, like, we've got a lot of shit for having this podcast. And I think someone had asked them, like, someone like tried to take the piss out of them in a TikTok comment, and they were like, "Well, realistically, we're doing it because we like it. We're having fun. We get to sit down with each other, smile for an hour, like every time we film. That's fun. So sit down and enjoy a Raz with someone you want to sit down and smile with. Yeah,
because we don't know. And I was thinking about it, we don't know how many more glasses of Raz we have with the people we care about.
That's it. I like that challenge. That's my favourite one so far.
And so we're going to start it off. We can't tell you guys to do something without doing it ourselves.
I 100% agree with that.
Jakey went down and he picked up a bottle of Raz. And I think there would be nothing more awesome than having a bottle of Raz right now.
I'd love to have a bottle.
Yeah.
I'd love to share a glass of Raz with Raz himself. I'd argue. Yeah.
And I had it in the fridge at home. I got it yesterday, so need to put an autoclose on that thing.
Yeah, need to. Oh, that's some light
Oh.
interaction. All right, while you're popping this, we will cheers it first.
Yeah. No, but I think just like it'd be awesome. Go out, spend the $2.65.
Oh, look at that! Look at that, Paul.
Look at that head. Look at the head on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, he's done that before. Oh, massive head on that one.
We'll cheers it. Raz it up this week, everybody. That's good.
That's good. I love the stuff. Oh wait, that's right in my face, isn't it?
Yeah, let's get rid of him.
Put that down there for the refill.
Yeah, all right. I have a little game for us to play. We don't really have a punishment, but that's all right. We don't need a punishment, and it isn't like necessarily a win or lose game. But I thought we could go around each. The game works. So we'll go me first. I'll think of the word. It's like a word or like more of a thing, but it can literally be anything. And it's like word association. So you get 20 guesses to say a word, and I give you a score out of 100. So it's like whether it matches 15% or something like that. And I've just got to. It's like that. There's an online game for it, but it's like say my word was pool, like swimming pool, and you said the ocean. I'd probably say 90. That's 90% close. And I've got to like give you clues on how to get there. Do you understand the game?
Yeah, I do.
All right. I actually haven't got a word.
But I will say, viewers at home, please correct Marty if he's like.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna give it my best shot. You can't try and. So it could be. We'll stick with things this week. Just a thing. Because we could do like people and but then it comes a bit hard. Because you only have 20 guesses.
Yeah, because then I could say like George Clooney, and you would be like, oh, that's like 90% close because it's a human.
But to be honest, a part of it is a bit like when you're doing charades. Like the first few questions you probably would ask is like person, thing, something like, you know what I mean. And then if like but that's kind of hard. So
It's not how I play.
Oh yeah, well it is what it is. Sorry, itching actually.
I love the Raz.
I'm like looking around like I'm gonna pick something in this room. Probably not. All right. I want to pick something good. Alright, I got something. I've got something. Go.
So do I have to guess?
You just guess a word. Just say a word and I'll guess. Sit where.
Nature.
20.
Okay.
If we get later in, I'll give you more clues to try and like edge you in the direction.
House.
15. Oh, probably even lower than that.
15, but kick the legs out. 15, but kick him in the back of the knees. Garage door.
0.
Okay, so colder. Oh, what the fluff? I'm thinking too, but there's nothing else.
Nothing else in life other than nature, houses. Okay, I'll give you a little bump on nature. That was closer than anything.
Well, obviously, because he said 20, and then he said 15, kick the legs out, and then 0.
Guess something I guess towards...
Tree.
Tree. 75.
How is nature 20 and tree 75?
See, what you gotta think about it. Like it's tough when it's like
leaf.
It'll make sense. That's like that's lower than nature. That's more like
Timber.
85. You can also say now, so you're on like 5 guesses. You can also
Yeah.
say now you've got timber at 85 in the back of your mind. You can guess something just completely obscure to try and like
Oh.
hone in from 2 different directions. You don't have to do that, I'm just saying.
Carpenter.
50. Oh, nah, 40.
Now you just want me to guess. Now I'm just like, I want to guess random things. Boots.
5. No, 0. At the halfway point, if you're not much closer, I'll give you a clue. You're currently 7 guesses in, and you've been doing this for about 6 minutes. Let's just reel them off a little bit.
Okay. Plywood.
450, I guess. Timber.
Oh, firewood.
Oh, nah. We'll say 20. Right in there with me. You're on like 9 guesses.
Steel.
No, 10. Oh, not even, probably 0. You're at the halfway point. I'll give you a clue. It's a tool.
Hammer.
Like a tool of some sort. Like when I say tool, like I'd also consider a golf club a tool. It's not a golf club, but hammer. 17. One of these low ones, I'm just like ballpark.
I'm gonna get it right, and you're just
Remember,
gonna
what was the
ballpark
one
it.
you had at 85? Timber. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to think, but I don't. A croquette hammer. You know the game of croquette?
No, 0.
Search it up while editing.
Yeah, I know what croquette is.
We're gonna put it right here. A pool cue?
No. Can I try and... You've got timber, so let's maybe say it's a tool made from timber.
That's what I'm doing.
You've got carpenter was kind of high, so let's maybe think maybe it's something a carpenter might use.
Yeah.
Now you're on 13 guesses.
I said hammer.
There's another tool. They use quite a few different tools.
Like a saw?
No. I'm not even ranking those. They're that far off.
But like, they don't use anything with wood, do they? Like they use wood. Like they use timber.
Yeah.
But that's not a tool, right?
No.
Yeah. And the only thing that could
left.
the only thing that could have wood is the hammer.
I disagree. And you'll feel like a silly dollar once I tell you what it is. You got 5 guesses left. Come on.
Well, can I just like
Compute a little bit.
what else?
Maybe guess another profession, and we'll see what it scores.
Chainsaw.
That's not. Good guess though, because timber, tool, yeah, not bad guess, but I did give steel a fat 0.
Yeah.
Chainsaw, we'll give it a 10.
I just wasted a guess.
Yeah. You got 4 guesses left.
Another profession.
To your final guess.
Electrician.
I'd say that'd be less though, so I'd say like 40. I think that's right where I put carpenter, but we'll say carpenter's like 50.
I was gonna say crowbar, but that's not made of wood.
No, not usually. Not unless you're trying to pry open like a Milo lid.
No, I'm gonna a wooden spoon.
Oh, I like that. I'm gonna give that an 80.
How many carpenters are walking around cooking pasta?
No, okay, so think what might be similar to a wooden spoon. Not similar in its function, but similar in, just
A
similar.
shovel.
That's very similar in its function. Not a bad guess though, but no. So I'll say like 60.
What?
You got 2 guesses left, I think.
What?
Dude, watch the clock. Let's just get it.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to be like. I want to get it. Trailer.
14.
What is
Final
it?
guess.
Oh, okay. Well, final guess.
Shot in the dark. Let's think. Something a carpenter might use, maybe similar to a spoon in its It's similar to a spoon,
In like its size? Or like it's...
maybe. And it's made out of wood. Oh, it's related to timber. Final guess.
I thought you have measuring tape.
No, but if I was to give that a ranking, I would say, like, just given with the context of what a carpenter uses this thing for, I would give like measuring tape like a 90 because of that.
A ruler!
No! A pencil.
What?
Pencil, mate.
You could have had like...
Alright, you think of a word, quickly. I'm going to show you how this segment should have been ran.
Okay.
Think of something. Think of something.
Okay, I got it.
Alright. Fuck. Clothing.
No.
Well, give me something.
10.
Okay. Nature.
15.
Color.
What?
Colourful.
5.
Electronic.
I've never met one.
Electronic.
I've never met one, so I'm gonna go 5.
Alive.
0.
Fucking hell. Office.
Probably shouldn't. But you could. I'll give it a 10.
Toilet.
Closer. 50.
50.
Well, when you say toilet, like, I'm going to give you a hint because you're so far off. You can, like, you should probably use it, like, in the toilet / bathroom.
Okay. Vape.
10. Nah, 0.
Yeah, just kidding, mate. What the fuck? Is that a body part?
Oh. I'll give you 60.
Body part for 60. Piss? You like urine?
Oh. I'll go 50.
Penis?
Definitely no. 0.
Okay. I
Definitely
didn't think
shouldn't
that'd be
use
something you'd think of, but urine? What the fuck is going on? Cup?
0.
Man. Sink?
I suppose, in a way, you could use them in there. I'll give you 60.
Soap?
No,
Mirror?
you shouldn't need it.
Phone? Well, you said no to electronics.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't film it.
Film it. Is this like a thing that someone's doing?
No, it's like a thing that you use.
Like an object? Film it.
No, like that probably threw you off, but like you wouldn't want to take photos.
Underwear?
No. Urine is probably your closest because it's like something
I
that
said clothing earlier.
is like it's like something that's on the body, but like it's not on the body, but you use it on the body like to dispose of something.
Toilet paper?
No, but that's probably your closest yet. I'm gonna give you 70.
Okay. We'll say I have like 4 more guesses because I
Yeah.
think I've used up a lot. Man. Something you use on the body to
Try like
dispose.
a material. Ask materials because that might help you.
Cotton.
No,
Timber.
closer, like 50.
Fuck.
Nah, 40.
Like metal?
80, but yes, it's metal.
Something metal that you use in the toilet and that disposes. I think this is my last guess.
You don't dispose of them though.
Gun?
No. But that was probably too much of a hint there. I didn't even mean to do it.
Spray bottle?
Nah.
Alright, what is it?
Toenail clippers.
Toilet threw me so far off. What the fuck? I was sitting here guessing like piss. How does piss relate to it?
Because I get... It's like...
I guess that's just the game. Game's a game.
Yeah, game.
Alright, my fault. We've used up a fair
I've got a
chunk.
story.
So if you want to just go straight into that story, because
And
50 minutes
this
already.
story was something that I was going to bring up in the car, but then I was like, hold on to that thought. So I was talking to a workmate of mine today. Well, basically I started off the day by saying, hey Jay, I'm podcasting tonight. What do you want to say to the viewers? And he said nothing.
Come on.
But anyway, he was doing something. I don't know. I think he was like at the doctor's or something. I don't know. Getting a massage.
Don't know why I did
Or-
that. That was kind of... Sorry.
Something. I don't know. Anyway, he was like on a massage table. Or he might have been at the chiropractor or something. I don't remember. He was something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was like talking to the guy. No, I'm all good. Do you see that? Jakey has self-control. He was talking to the chiropractor. Let's just call him a chiropractor for the sake of the argument. And the chiropractor was going on saying talking about podcasts and like a podcast that he listens to or whatever. Anyway, my mate pipes up and goes, "Oh, there's a guy at work who has his own podcast." And the guy, who's like a chiropractor, goes, "Oh, cool. Like, what's it called?" Like they talked about it. Like, "Oh, what's it called? I'll check it out." And my mate, and I've been working with this guy for probably about 5 months now, goes, "Oh, I've forgotten it's like Marty and something. It's Marty and something."
You forgot your name?
He forgot my name, the guy that he works with. Anyway, I think he figured it out. And so, if you're that chiropractor or whatever you do, welcome. You've got a shout out in your first episode.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for my shout out.
Anyway, then it came up again later, because we were cutting down this tree, and he pulled out a bigger saw to like cut down the stump. And he's like about to go cut with it, and he looks at how sharp it is. Completely dull. Turns around and he goes, "Oh, this is about as sharp as Jake and Marty." And then goes and sharpens it. He was calling us dumb.
I thought he was calling us dull.
Yeah, dull or dumb.
Same thing, I suppose.
Not sharp.
Not sharp. Not the sharpest tool in the shed, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, well, we can take the criticism.
Yeah. I'll take that one on the chin, but don't expect me to wear it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't really have anything else. I have other things, but we have to film another podcast like at the end of this week, so
Yeah.
I might save a little bit of it because we've cracked the time.
Yeah.
Spent about a good 15 minutes getting you to try to guess pencil.
Yeah, well, pencil was like not an obvious pick.
Pencil. Alright, Jammers. Let's leave a quiz. What do you think's more likely to get guessed in that game that we just played? Pencil or toenail clippers?
Well, you said tool.
A pencil's a tool.
Yeah, maybe for a teacher.
A carpenter uses a pencil just as much as a teacher would. Maybe not just
No.
as much, but up there.
No.
Well, I'd hope the carpenters I'm hiring.
You could have just said teacher, and I would have been like, "Oh, a pencil."
But you're the one that's been saying it to me.
Yeah, but I gave you so many hints.
I said it's a tool.
You had 35 questions. Okay.
All right, we're gonna sign off right here. For Jake and Marty.
Welcome back to Jack and Mer.
Jack and Mer are back.
Jack and
We're,
Mer.
let us know what you
finally.
thought of the Halloween special.
Oh, yeah, it was actually real kind of spooky.
I liked it. I was gonna go more funny with it, but I'm happy with the amount of like trying to be funny and trying to be serious. I went with it. What do you think of the little part I added at the end? Do you like it? Little part where I gave a little monologue. Or did you cut off?
Oh no, I did like that part. Yeah.
I thought it was cool. big
I wasn't
full circle moment, I'd say.
I wasn't sure if you like put something after the credits.
No,
like,
no after credits scene. Did you watch to the end of the credits?
Yeah, I read them.
I reckon you read them.
Yeah.
Nice. I appreciate it. Let me know if you read. If you read the entirety of the credits, you get free merch in 14 years. No, but seriously, that was, I like how the credits, the audio that I used for it was it like rounds out at the end, and so it almost every time I watch it. Maybe this is just me gassing myself up, but every time I watch it, I feel like I have to applaud at the end of it. Like it just feels like the plane just landed, and you have to get, you just have to give a nice.
I can't say that I've ever had the urge to clap when the plane landed.
No, me neither.
There was one time, but I was. Oh, I've already told him. Watch episode 13. Listen to what I did at the end of that flight.
And then when you get to the end of that one and it finishes, promptly press the next song button and go straight to 15.
Yeah. It's like speed through that 14 one.
Yeah. Well, I hope this episode was a bit easier on the ears than previous ones, and yeah, glad to have you back. Glad you didn't die in that earthquake, man.
Yeah, no, it was nice. Thought I might have got out. Thought I might have finally got out of Jake and Marty, but I suppose I'm still locked in. No, I'm kidding. I love it.
No, me too.
Yeah.
One more. Come on, one more for the road.
I got a tummy ache already.
One more for the road.
I started getting tummy aches after I drank 2 litres of milk after eating a chili. I actually did. I consistently have been getting tummy aches ever since then.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry to hear it, man.
No, it's alright. It's my fault.
No, sure.
I can't make the bed and call it uncomfortable.
Final signed off. Don't forget, enjoy a Raz.
Yep.
With those closest to you.
Do it. And you know what? Not even this week. Whenever you feel led.
I'd like to add something to the challenge. It actually... Oh, God, heaps left.
Sorry.
I don't think it needs to be someone closest to you. Just someone you want to sit down and have a conversation with. It could be someone that you used to be close with and you want to reach out. It's a good way to do it. Enjoy a glass of Raz.
Yeah. Like, imagine how... It's $2.65. Imagine if we lived in a world where $2.65 was just... Like, where that
meant more than a bond. Is that what you're going to say?
No, that's the world we live in right now. Where people are holding on to their $2.65 instead of going out and buying a Raz and talking to their friends.
Yeah.
But just say, hey, I want to... And you know what? I'm going to add 3 more things. If long distance, tell your friend, hey, go buy a bottle of Raz. And you go buy a bottle of Raz. Maybe even transfer them the money to buy the bottle of Raz. And then sit on FaceTime and drink the bottle of Raz together. And that leads perfectly into the next one. Mickey, when you come down, we will be sharing a bottle of Raz with you on pod. You can hold me to that. Because as much as I sent this thing to the Laughing Across Borders podcast this week, and it said, I still love the people. I don't know, something like, I still love the people I had in my life, even if I cross the street when I see you now.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm on SOS, there's no shot.
Life's all about appreciation
yeah.
and love. Spread it when you can.
As much as I say I don't like you, Mickey.
Never hold a good thought in that head of yours.
Let it out.
Let it out. Alright, thank you for watching this week.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry if we dragged on a bit, but I'm not, because do what we want around here.
We do what we want. We do what we want.
Until next time.